When the box is bigger than your head, you know it's time to pay attention. We're going to look at this up close, see what's what, get some random tests on the go. You know how it goes. You could basically recite the intro, so let's just crack on. Firstly, as usual, we've got user manual warranty card. If you're new to this, don't forget to set shoot without lens in your camera body. We've got a little cold shoe mount adapter there. It actually weighs 708 grams. I've weighed one myself because the spec sheet will tell you the range across the mounts. It's all metal. We've got that flat cap there, which is fine for the purpose of this lens. 67mm filter thread. We've got the screw points there for adjustments. We've got a pretty heavy, all internal focusing, pretty heavy focusing there though, from the minimum of 25 centimeters. Remember, this is 2:1 magnification ratio, and there's spot on infinite there. Now, yeah, it's a very interesting lens, and you'll have noticed it's got tilt and shift here, so there's 8 degrees worth. So that, well, at the point of receiving this and looking on the box and that is not something that they're shouting about yet. So I wonder if they've done that now that this is being released. Well, released when you're seeing this, not when this video is being recorded. I still don't know the retail price yet. I'm waiting for that information. But yeah, let's check out that aperture ring. Clicks, very nice. Solid clicks too. So 2.8 to 22. A lot more room to play with around 2.8 to 5.6, and then it goes a lot shorter range there. Let me just check the range on that. Focusing again. Really is heavy, but a decent range. Now, while I'm going to be testing this for macro stuff, I'm also going to test it as a 100mm lens. So that's 150mm on our Fujifilm bodies with a 24-degree angle of view. I'm interested to see how it fares other than macro, and I might show you that too. So yeah, let's get on with it. Overall, build and handling is good. It is a solid chunk of a lens with a well-dampened manual focus ring. Still a touch heavy after a lot of use, but it's just as usable in the streets as in the studio shooting macro. I did find the lens had a little bit of play shooting at the macro end, but overall it wasn't a big problem. The dials for the tilt and the shift work well enough, albeit the shift lock does take a little getting used to. There's a lot going for this lens, and in all fairness, I think they've done well with it. Right, now for some coins and such. Sharpness is very good in the center, wide open for general photography, and very usable at the edges. Color rendering is pretty good. A little underwhelming maybe, but nothing you can't tweak quickly and without harm in post. Next up, a few macro snaps of my Lego building team. Contrast is very good, and there's plenty of potential with this lens, albeit nothing particularly special to note. There's no magic. Vignetting is a non-issue, and I didn't have problems with ghosting and flaring for what I want to use this for. Take into account that this is basically a multi-purpose tool. It's not glamorous. It certainly feels more workhorse and exotic, but it does a good job at 2:1 macro, tele shooting, and to some degree the tilt shift function is very fun. TTArtisan tell me it's going to be about $400, and by the time this video is online, we'll all know what the actual retail figure is. So naturally, that could change just how worth it this lens is. If it stays around 400, then cool, I'm happy. I'd recommend it. But yeah, let's see what's happened now we're both watching this live. Well, you know what I mean. Now, the closest alternative is the Astro 85mm, which is only a 1:1 macro, and as I haven't tried it yet, I can't really say much other than it's cheaper. I've got a lot more experience with TTArtisan as a brand, but yeah, not much more can be said without trying that lens first. There is the very decent Samyang 100mm f2.8 1:1 macro that we looked at about 3 years ago. No tilt, no shift, less macro, but still a very capable lens and easier to try if you're in a country like I am here, where we can go in store and look at it. Now, let us know if you've tried any of these lenses and which you prefer, and until the next time, take it easy.